Hey, what's up? This is Scott with Level Up Tuts, and today we're going to take this front page a little one step further, and we're going to complete our look that we have going with this image, and we're just going to do a little bit more in our XML to control the way this layout. So if you're the type of person that likes a visual approach, you can always come to this graphic editor, click and drag and start moving stuff around to position it. Or if you're more the type that likes to go into the code, you could always come into this XML and change the margin top here for your text view or your image view, any of that stuff. Well, we want to have this entire relative layout, we want to give it a color for its background so that everything sits nicely with the purple. So I have the purple color already loaded up in my clipboard. I'm just going to be able to paste it in. I'm going to go into this relative layout here. I'm going to hit enter at the next line, and here I'm going to start typing. I'm going to have Android, and then we're going to do colon, and if you'll notice, you get all these sort of options here. These are all the things that you can put here, and you could scroll through them and see all the awesome different selections you have here, and maybe you can get an idea about what you can do and what you can't do. Well, if you're like me, I know that I want to change the background here, so I found this one that says background. In fact, if we were to start typing background, it would show you that the only one that is likely to be background is going to show up, and it even gives you a little tip that says a drawable to use as the background color. So I'm going to hit enter, and I'm going to paste in my hex value for the Level Up Tuts purple here. I'm going to save this, and let's click over to our graphical layout. And you can see it's pretty close. And you can see it looks pretty good, but the color's not quite matching up. And you might be wondering, is that something that's actually true, or if this maybe is Android's way of showing you this image? Well, I've gone ahead and I've clicked run on this, and I have this booted up in my Android virtual device. And as you can see, it is in fact the same color, although I did use a sort of crappy compressed version, JPEG version of this image, which I wouldn't want to do for an actual production app, but this is just for my personal, for these tutorials here. And if you'll notice, this image isn't quite lining up. It's looks like it's hugging this left side. So the color's good, and that much of it we like, but this isn't quite right here. We want to have this image be centered. So let's come back to our app here. So if we come here, we can click on this, and there's actually a centering button, a center horizontaling button. And if we click this, you'll see it has this green line through it. And if we go to our main activity, you can see exactly what that did. So what it did is it added this line here to our XML. And you could have very well just typed this line yourself. However, if there's a button that does it, I mean, it might save you some time. Depends on what kind of programmer you are. This is Android layout, center horizontal equals true. So to me, clicking the image and then clicking that button is a lot faster than typing that. However, if you're a quick typer or whatever, you can certainly do it either way. So if we save this, and now let's run it again, I'm going to go back to my emulator. And once this is done saying launching, we'll see it show up here in our app. And now our image is centered. Perfect. Only one small problem. Now we have this hello level up tuts. When we press it, it says changed. You can't read it. It's unreadable. So let's come back to our XML here, and we can do this one in the XML itself, because I like going back and forth just to show you, there's both ways of doing it. And so we can come to Android, and we're going to hit colon, and we know this is the text. And as you can see, it knows it's a text view already, so it's giving us our options. And you can see all these different items here. So like we said before, text color, tells you it's the text color, and we're going to do $FF, just 6 Fs for white, and this is the hex value for white if you're not familiar, and we don't like the size of the font. So I'm going to hit enter, and I'm going to say Android, and we want text size, so we can say this text size, and let's just try 26 dp just to see where that goes. And if you'll notice, we've been using dp this whole time, but when we try to use dp here, it says you should use sp. So the best part about these little tools is that they're going to help you out. Let's say if you're in a situation like this, let's say you're in a situation like this where you're new to this and you're coming in here, you see dp everywhere, so you type dp. Well, SP stands for scalable pixel. It's basically a pixel that is scaling to the device size. It's not quite a true pixel. So let's save this at 26 white, and let's come to here. We have this nice big beautiful level up Tuts, and I'm going to click run one more time, and we're going to see this app load up here, and it's now going to be totally readable. Okay, so here's our app. We press it, changed. Beautiful. So this is looking good. I mean, this is a much nicer looking app than we had a second ago. So this is just skimming the basics of what you can do with this XML layout. There's all sorts of stuff, and we're going to get into all of it. So as always, leave a comment on the video. If you have any questions, I'll do my best to get to them. This is not my full-time job. I just do these videos for fun. So as always, we accept donations, but we're really just doing this to spread the knowledge and stuff like that. So if you have any questions, hopefully somebody else can get to you if I can't get to help you, but I will do my best to answer questions when I can. Okay, as always, this is Scott with Level Up Tuts, and thanks for watching.